RBC, TD, Scotiabank, and many other lenders are running away from our industry. What's happening, what's going on, and who's gonna fill in this gap? Well, we're gonna get into that in this video. So let's first talk about the problem. Market volatility, freight rates, fuel prices, and shipping demand fluctuations are constantly making trucking loans higher risk for traditional banks. The banks do not want risk, they want stability. And in trucking right now, there is no stability. Rising loan defaults. How many trucking companies are defaulting in their loans? I can assure you there is a lot of them. You could just see for yourself if you go into the Insolvency Insider and see how many trucking companies are going out of business. It's leaving the banks high and dry. So many small carriers have struggled with payments. Not only small carriers, medium-sized carriers, large-sized carriers are struggling with payments since the downturn in 2023 and 2024. Another big problem is equipment depreciation. So if a truck brand new is worth $200,000, by year 2 that thing is only worth $100,000, meaning that the trucks are depreciating at a much faster pace. Used trucks have practically no value out there. Cross-border and compliance challenges. So equipment depreciation is a big problem for the banks. Plus, let's add on top of that all the problems that we have with the cross-border trade. You never know what's going to hit the news tomorrow, meaning more instability and more problems. So the more there's problems with the cross-border trade, the more the banks are withholding and holding back on funding carriers. So what's the result of all these problems? Well, it's just making the banks cringe and they are not comfortable lending in this space anymore. So everybody is trying to run away from the space, even at a loss. So how does all of this affect the trucking industry? Well, owner-operators and small fleets are finding it really hard in order to secure financing for new purchases. Whether it's a truck, trailer, flatbed, reefer, finding equipment financing is becoming harder and harder. Many are being turned away or offering extremely high interest rates. I mean, we used to finance things at about 4.25%, 4.5%. This tightening credit environment has left a major gap in the market. The great news is that Ritchie Brothers is stepping in to fill in the gap. Now they have two main offers, and this is going to shock you. Number one, they have no payments for 120 days. We all know how long it takes to plate our trucks, to get that cash flow going, to get those first invoices paid for. 120 days gives us trucking companies the breathing room that we need. It also helps us preserve our cash flows. Number two, the approvals can be used across all the Ritchie Brothers brands, private sales, and even Facebook Marketplace, meaning that if you get the approval, you can shop wherever you want. And on top of all that, you get a one-to-one specialist to walk you through the process. The best part about it is that they have flexible terms that work for you. They can do longer financing terms than most banks, and they can get you an approval in as little as 24 hours. Ritchie Brothers Financial Services is filling in the gap left by traditional lenders. Unlike banks, they understand the trucking and equipment world from ground up. Their team looks at real truck values, not just spreadsheets, offering fair approvals and faster turnaround times. They work with truckers directly, financing both new and used equipment through a streamlined process. As part of the larger Ritchie Brothers ecosystem, they also provide flexible options tied to auction and equipment sales, giving truckers more ways to buy, sell, and finance all in one place. While banks see trucking as a risk, Ritchie Brothers sees it as an opportunity. With Ritchie Brothers Financial Services, financing is designed around the realities of the industry, fast, flexible, and built for truckers. Now, there are a lot of truck drivers, owner-operators, and small fleets that are suffering from the same thing, so I would appreciate it if you take this video and share it with other truckers in our industry. I'm Ronan, and I'll catch you in my next video.